Artificial intelligence, fast takeoff. I want to talk to why, in my mind, I believe that the possibility of fast AI takeoff is possible. So basically, fast takeoff means that AI would go from a modest amount of general capability to superhuman capability in a modest amount of time. And basically, one idea is that just through continuous improvement, regenerative iteration, meaning that the AI is trained to always make itself better and better and better and better, and recreate itself, either in one generation or across multiple generations, that you could just see incredible growth in a short period of time. I want to say one reason why I think that this might be possible. One is because I think the notion of continuous improvement could be exponential, not just linear. But another reason is that I think there's a general principle of life that you have something called a tipping point. One example is that tipping points sometimes are quantitative. Then when you hit the tipping point, it becomes qualitative. So water is an example that when you heat water and it hasn't reached the boiling point, it looks like nothing is happening. So you're getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. Then all of a sudden, once you reach the boiling point, then you have that tipping point. You have that qualitative change. So there's a lot of things in life that are like that reach tipping points in life. Whether it be events in history or whether it be changes in an industry. Small change, small change, small change, small change, small change, small change, small change. And then you could even have winters or, slowdowns or retrenchments. And then you have small change, small change, small change. And then one day, big, massive change. Now, this could be, as I indicated, quantitative to qualitative, but it could also be quantitative to quantitative. So, for example, like the bamboo, it just stays underground when it's growing for a number of years. I don't know how many years. But then after that period of time, that incubation period, and a tipping point is basically like an incubation period. That might be a little bit different, but those are two important concepts. So for bamboo, when it finally reaches the surface, it starts to actually grow above the surface. That just grows like crazy. So it looks like nothing is happening for a long period of time until you just have massive takeoff. And because incubation and because tipping point is a fundamental principle of nature, then there's no reason to expect that artificial intelligence might not follow the same pattern. Because if you see this a lot in nature, that artificial intelligence, which would exist in the world and be subject to the same laws, presumably, as human beings, could follow very likely, perhaps, the very same principle.